Hello, darlings. You're welcome to today's lesson. The topic before us today is preserving and discarding culture. Get your writing materials and pay rapt attention as we begin. Now, let's look at the meaning of the key words preserving and discarding. What does it mean to preserve? Means to keep for a long time, and discarding means to stop, to put an end to something. So, we're going to look at preserving and discarding cultures. Some cultures were discarded because people realized that the customs were not fair, moral, lawful, or even useful to the people. Now, in the old times, there were some cultures that were not beneficial to the people at that time, and later on, those cultures were discarded, they were stopped because the people later realized that the customs were not fair to them, they were not moral, they were not lawful, and it was not useful to them. Now we're going to look at some cultures that were discarded or stopped in Nigeria. The first one we have here is killing of twins. The second is ritual killing, and the third is tribalism. Now we're going to look at them differently. The first one, killing of twins. During the old time in Nigeria, twins were regarded as an abomination. So the twin babies will be thrown into the evil forest. Now, among certain ethnic groups in Nigeria, there is a culture that twins were evil, or there was a culture that twins were evil. So when twins are born or were born, they are either thrown into the evil forest or abandoned by the riverside. Now, it is no longer our culture to kill twins. Today, people believe twins are gifts from God, and everyone wants to give birth to twins. You hear is someone praying for new wedded couples that in 9 months' time they will give birth to twins. This is because twins are no longer regarded as what evil. They are now gifts from God. So the culture of killing of twins has been discarded. It has stopped. The next we have is ritual killing. This is the killing of innocent people and using their body parts for rituals. Sometimes when a king dies, he will be buried with certain number of virgins. Now, certain ethnic groups in Nigeria used to sacrifice humans to their gods, either to thank or ask for something. Now, during the old time, there were some ethnic groups that will sacrifice human beings just to either thank their God for something that the God has done for them, or to ask for something. Maybe, for example, the farming season of the previous year wasn't favorable to them. They can just decide to um, sacrifice like four virgins to the gods and say, please, we want this farming season um, to be better for us. So these were some cultures that were going on some years back. But now the colonization of the British and Christianity and Islamic religion ended this practice. So people no longer sacrifice human beings, rather they sacrifice animals. And another instance is sometimes when a king dies, the people will now decide to say, okay, after some time, when they want to bury the king, they will have to look for maybe three virgins, two virgins, and bury them with the king. What an absurd type of culture. But now it is no longer the case because of our religion, Christian religion, Islamic religion. The next culture that have been discarded is tribalism. Tribalism. This is preferring and favoring one ethnic group over the other groups. Some persons feel their tribes are better than others. Now, for example, political leaders uses this power to develop their place of origin and neglect other places. This tribalism sometimes results in parents not allowing their children marry people from other ethnic groups because they believe their ethnic group is the best. No, tribalism has been put to an end. So now you find out that people now marry from different ethnic groups. Someone from one ethnic group marrying another person from another ethnic group. That is why you see maybe, for example, Igbo getting married to Yoruba, Yoruba getting married to Benin, and lots more. So tribalism have been put to an end. Now there are also some cultures that need to be preserved, just like we have some cultures that need to be discarded or that have been discarded. There are some that need to be preserved. The first one we have here is respect for elders. The second is respect for hard work, and the third is high moral value, and the last is respecting other cultures. Now, respect for elders. When we respect our elders, we learn from their wisdom because they will be willing to share their experiences with us. Our culture of respecting elders ensure that when we grow old, we too will be respected and cared for. So, kids, you must endeavor to respect your elders. You must endeavor to respect your words, elders. You can see this child in this picture. Probably he was sitting, and when the elderly woman came in, he had to stand up for the woman to sit. So, kids, we have to respect our elders. Now, the next we have here is respect for hard work. Hard work helps to build a better society. So, we have to be hardworking for our society to become developed. Like we all know, hard work pays. Hard work helps to build a better society. Now, a culture which people who are hardworking are being rewarded and laziness is being punished. This will enable people to do what? To become hardworking, and that will eventually make the community to be developed. Now, the next we have is high moral value. This means how uncompromising we are when it comes to doing the right thing. Moral value guides our relationship and actions with our family, friends, and community. High moral value refers to how uncompromising we are when it comes to doing the right thing. So whatever it takes you to do the right thing, you don't you don't care about it. You just want to do the right thing. Now culture differs, but when it comes to morals, most communities are the same. Some of these high moral values to be preserved is one, people shouldn't steal. People should avoid stealing is a good moral value. Then people should not lie, and also people should not cheat. These are some of these high moral values that should be preserved. Now, this is a picture of moral values that should be preserved. We have acceptance, we have honesty, we have determination, perseverance, diligence. These are some of the moral values that should be preserved. Then last we have is respecting other cultures. We must learn to respect other people's culture because they are not inferior. Our culture is determined by the family we are born into. Different cultures speak different languages, eat different food, have different dressing, have different hairstyles, and have different ways of greeting. In as much that all cultures are not the same. So we must know that all cultures, or if a particular culture is not, you are not from a particular culture, you should know that the other cultures are not inferior. So we must respect and tolerate other people and their culture to enable us improve and have a better community. Now you can see this. I believe the earth was created when two angry tortoises did battle with space. God, that's stupid. It's my religion and I respect it. So you see these two persons, they are from different culture. One believes that the earth was created when angry tortoises had a battle with space, while the other does not believe that. But nevertheless, the one that does not believe in that respects the culture of the other person. So we must learn to respect other people's culture for us to live well, peacefully, and improve our community. So now, let's look at some interactive questions before we go. The first one here says, Dash is one culture that have been discarded. Dash is one culture that have been discarded. A. Respect for elders. B. Respect for hard work. C. Killing of twins. The right option here is killing of twins. Now the next interactive question we have is, why were some cultures stopped? Why were some cultures stopped? A. They weren't fair. B. They made the people happy. C. They brought joy to the people. The right option is A. They weren't fair on the people, so they had to stop those cultures. So now, before we go, we'll look at our assignment. Answer exercise 23 at the back of your textbook. When you are done, take a picture of your work and upload it to the portal for marking. Please make sure you submit your work when you are done. See you in my next class, and thanks for listening. Bye.